Hello everybody. I'm joining from my phone because I wanted to make sure that the connection is good enough, and my laptop is struggling to connect to Wi-Fi, and I just don't know whether the quality of the video will be good enough. But I am live from Beirut on Sunday. Hi, Israel. I will be talking about the Google I/O and also the Google I/O that just happened and some of the updates. Let's discuss them together. I'm super curious to see what you guys think about them. And also, I want to talk about the conference. The reason why I'm here in Beirut, the conference, UX Beirut 2018, which was an amazing opportunity. And I was hosting the thing, so I was basically talking all the time, and it was so much fun. The speakers were amazing and all that stuff. And I'm in Beirut right now. I don't know if I can. Can I? No, I cannot. Yes, I can turn the camera around. Look at this. This is the view from my balcony right now. I'm in my hotel. This is what it looks like here. And there's a swimming pool downstairs that I didn't really get to use because it was raining a lot today and yesterday as well. Plus, I'm not feeling too great. But hi, everybody. Glenn, hello. Yeah, so this is what it looks like. I am trying to record a vlog, so don't worry, I'll take you on some of my experience. And I'm reconnected. I was super lucky. I got to speak to a lot of locals, and they were complaining about the internet. They were saying it's pretty bad. So yeah, that's the reason why I'm joining from my phone, and I'm trying to find a position where I don't look like my jaw is humongous. In any case, vanity aside, let me tell you about the conference first. And if you guys have any questions, please let me know because I am watching your comments live. So UX Beirut was organized by my friend and a sister of a girl that I went to do my master's with. She is amazing. She became a UX designer herself, and the story behind the conference, from what I understand, is she wanted to come back to Beirut and work as a UX designer, but she couldn't because that wasn't really a profession. Like, there wasn't as much stuff going on around UX design in Lebanon. So she was like, let's bring the community together, let's organize something. And she went and she did it. It took her a year, and she put on the most amazing show. It was great. It was happening at the American University of Beirut, and it was a 2-day conference. The doors would open at 9, but we started around 10 each morning and finished around 5, 6. The conference was amazing. The speakers were fantastic, and it was just such a great vibe. And the range of topics, it wasn't just, the typical UX. And the range of topics were phenomenal. Somebody was talking about, the stereotypical UX. Some people were talking about UX for good and all the social impact stuff. People come first and all that stuff. UX, I have a question about that. UX is user experience, and a lot of the times it's used in the context of user experience design. So creating that experience for the user as from the beginning, from when they find out about your app, or stereotypically it's used with apps, but whenever they find out about anything you have or you're trying to create your solution to a problem, all the way to basically how they're using it and all that stuff. So it's an amazing field, and I think it can be applied to anything. The principles that UX uses, user experience design uses, and design thinking, it puts the user first, which is amazing. And so the topics were about that. The topics were also about storytelling, about failure and success and their relationship. And also we had some talks about VR and storytelling in VR. One of the people there, one of the speakers who was phenomenal. Seriously, I'm so glad that I could meet all of the speakers, but this guy, I got to talk to him on Friday for quite a long time, and he's amazing. He was talking about storytelling in VR, and it was just fantastic, and how you can tell stories in this immersive experience, and how do you make sure that the person is looking at the right spot, you know, they're not turning around and, you know, the actual action is happening, so they're looking this way but the actual action is happening here. So it's fascinating. And also another thing that we touched upon was the voice user experience, operating a lot of different systems using voice. And this is where Alexa came in, and a lot of people talked about the new, not a lot of people, sorry, one of the speakers who was also fantastic was talking about the Google Duplex. So this is my smooth transition into the Google I/O. I hope you liked what I had to say about the conference. I will do a vlog from it soon, and hopefully I'll receive some of the footage of the actual conference so I can, you know, put that in there. And yeah, so happy. And anyways, I didn't get to see the Google I/O, but I was trying to, you know, read as many updates, watch as many videos as I could. And yeah, I can see I'm just getting distracted by your comments over there. And it was some really, really cool stuff, really groundbreaking stuff. And the first one I want to talk about is the Google Duplex, which is an assistant that can handle your calls and can do basically the, you know, the assistant stuff to schedule a haircut for you, which is what? How crazy is that? I don't know if you got to listen to that. Actually, let me try to find the voice recording of that so that you can hear if you haven't heard, because it's amazing. How can you do this? How can you? It just sounds so real. This is a recording of the Google Duplex, of the AI talking to a real person trying to book an appointment for their, I don't know how to say, owner. Yeah, owner. I don't want to sound it. I don't want to make it sound like a slave, but yeah, the assistant, the boss. Yes, I think that analogy would be good. Okay, let me try to find it. Google Duplex, booking haircut. I don't know if this will be it will be an easy to find recording. Let's try videos. Let me just catch up on the comments. And yes, AI and UX are cutting edge. I agree with that, Glenn, all the way. And I will touch upon the material design. Don't worry, I can see your comments. And thank you, Yuda. I was talking so much, and also we went out on Friday. I don't normally go out anymore. I'm pretty boring. So I was talking very loudly, and I was talking a lot. And also there was this air conditioning thing. So I have a bit of I had a sore throat yesterday, and today my voice sounds like even more like a man's voice. Let me see if I can find this. Come on, that would be so good. Come on. Is it going to give me the video, the recording? Because that was so cool. Okay. Let me try. Let me know if you guys can hear this. Oh, well, first let's watch an ad. Oh no, it's the informative media, whatever. Let me know if you can hear this.
Welcome to our YouTube
channel. Oh no, wait.
Please subscribe our channel.
एक बार जो Google Assistant का update आया है उस पर
Okay, no. Here we go.
Actually, we live here for like upper like 5 people.
Wait, this is not that one. This is not the that precise one. So let me look more. But could you guys hear what was happening there? I'm just worried that, the screens would not, the devices would filter each other out somehow. Yeah, you can hear it okay? Thank you. Okay. Okay, Google Assistant, booking, haircut. I'm gonna drink some water. Yeah, not the best quality, but hey, the internet here is not that good, so unfortunately, this is not going to be super perfect. So, let's see when it loads.
Let's go back to this example.
Yes,
let's say
there we
you
go.
want to ask Google to make you a haircut appointment on Tuesday between 10 and noon. What happens is the Google Assistant makes the call seamlessly in the background for you. So what you're going to hear is the Google Assistant actually calling a real salon to schedule the appointment for you. Let's listen.
How can I help you? Hi, I'm calling to book a women's haircut for a client. I'm looking for something on May 3rd. Sure, give me 1 second.
It even
Sure,
hums.
what time are you looking for around? At 12 p.m. We do not have a 12 p.m. available. The closest we have to that is a 1:15. Do you have anything between 10 a.m. and 12 p.m.? Depending on what service she would like. What service is she looking for? Just a woman's haircut for now? Okay, we have a 10 o'clock. 10 a.m. is fine. Okay, what's her first name? The first name is Lisa. Okay, perfect. So I will see Lisa at 10 o'clock on May 3rd. Okay, great. Thanks. Great. Have a great day. Bye.
Yes, okay, I'm gonna stop that video now, but this is incredible. What? But however, it's very creepy. I could see Glenn is very excited about this, as excited as I am, or maybe even more, because AI is his domain. But oh my God, what? Can I book all of my haircuts and all of my appointments with Google Assistant? This will be amazing. I need someone in my life to do something like that. And if my phone could do that, that would be insane. So yeah, yes, I know. I want that feature right now as well. Can you imagine how many things you can, how much free time you can get in your day just because you're not booking things because you have an assistant? Amazing. So it's amazing. It's also very creepy because she really does sound human. And except for a couple of times when I would think that a human would probably have a slightly different intonation. I don't know if that's even a word in English, but in Russian it's intonacja. So yeah, let's go with it. In any case, I will have to run sometime soon, so let's get moving. Waymo self-driving cars. Did you see those? So from what I understand, they will roll those out. I mean, those are already driving in places, and those will start basically roaming around Phoenix, if I'm not mistaken. Phoenix will be the first city to get those cars, and from what I understand, it's going to be a service. You need a Waymo app, and it's going to be a service like Uber or Lyft, where you need to book your car, and your car arrives to you and then takes you to your destination. I don't know if I'd feel comfortable getting into that car. I don't know. What about you guys? Like, would you get into a car with no driver, nothing, that just arrives and picks you up and goes? I feel like it's a little too early, at least for me, because I'm not. Yeah, I mean, like, I like tech, but I don't know. I'd be scared. I see that Glenn would take it a whirl. I would take it a whirl maybe half a year from now. And would I recommend taking an AI course at AUB? I am not a student there, and I have no idea. I can't recommend courses. I'm not a professor there, so I would say reach out to people who are doing that course and research the professors who are teaching that course. So give it a go. But I've been to AUB's campus, and I walked around there today, taking some photos and looking like a creepster. That's why I have so much makeup on. But it's beautiful. It's so beautiful. And I can see that Javier would definitely use a car with no driver. No small talk, I love that. Well, if you're in a different country, a lot of the times you can't have small talk, which is also a benefit. And another comment, well, I guess it depends whether on whether most of the cars are like that, so they have a way, oh my god, no. They have a way of communication, then maybe. If most are human drivers, hell no. Yeah, I agree. And I was looking at basically they showed their modeling, and they're kind of predicting that if there's a car that's driving too fast, if that's an anomaly, they will slow down. So they were just using an example of a traffic light. So you're going this way and their car is going this way. And if a car is driving too fast, and you can see that it's probably not going to, the AI sees that it's probably not going to stop at the traffic light. There's something wrong with it. It's unpredictable. It will slow down so it can stop. But still, I don't know. And apparently it's been really, really focused on recognizing pedestrians. And they use an example of pedestrians looking like dinosaurs, wearing dinosaur costumes, because the world is a wonderful and weird place. Yeah. And I agree, there's always the human error, and this is why I don't know how I would feel about those cars. It's just gonna have to be, if what's it called? Yeah, if it's been tested, and AI gets better over time. So yeah, exactly. Like, it takes a very long time. Let me just, how many lines of code do you think Google's complete database made out of? I don't know, and to be honest, I wouldn't even try to guess. I think it's a lot. Another feature that was added was Gmail. It now has a smart compose, so it has this predictive, it's predicting what you might type in an email. And the one that they use as an example was Taco Tuesday, trying to invite a friend for tacos. But it uses this predictive mechanism to help you type out the emails. And, if you like what it's typing, you can press tab and then it autofills. And I guess it's a feature that a lot of people are used to. At least I am used to it on I just started looking for my phone, but here it is. I'm talking to it. It's just like that predictive feature on my phone, which I use and abuse. A lot of the times, I know what it's going to predict because I type certain phrases so many times together. So that's what's gonna happen just with email this time. And have you heard of those washing machines in order to oh, wait. It's disappearing. Or have you heard of those washing machines that order more detergent once you are low on it? Internet of Things. Yes, absolutely. And there are fridges also that can restock you on milk and all that stuff. In my opinion, those are dangerous. Those are dangerous. And Amazon buttons are also dangerous. I want to have a bit more of a barrier to order all of my stuff. And I don't know if they've released it. Let me double check. The smart cars are coming, and they already are driving. So Waymo is the only smart cars that are driving around the place. Glenn, I see you. I beat you to the fridge comment, huh? And then let me see. Yeah, so I'm trying to read a list off of Google, of an article, but I cannot I can't see whether it has been released, but I'm sure it's something that will be released soon. They've already updated the design of Gmail, even though I didn't get the update, but they've already updated the design, so I'm sure this is coming very soon. And Google Maps, I know that somebody has mentioned Google Maps in the comments. Shout out to you, because Google Maps, oh my God, what? This is amazing. Google Maps has just created this live view of where you should go. So let me just turn this to my laptop. So just so that you know what it looks like, you have a navigation screen down here, but you also are navigated by Street View, which is super useful, because a lot of the times you're like, wait, which street is this? Where am I? My only concern, and I don't know if you guys agree with me, let me know. My only concern is that it will take so much of your battery on your phone, and as someone who constantly is recharging her phone, just this is crazy. Like, I don't want to I don't want to predict how much it will drain my battery, and yeah, so we'll see. But yeah, I saw a comment from Yuvraj. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. I am mispronouncing is my middle name, but so please forgive me. But I think that they either use the Street View that already exists, or because I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it. Just I'm pronouncing it right! Yay! First time. And either they're using the already existing material, or they actually had people or bikes. You know, they could have had bikes that were going around and taking all of this data. So I don't know exactly, but yes. But yeah, Javier, it will probably use so much battery, because just how much data you need to download, and also data. Yeah, another thing. So I don't know if I'll use that. Yeah, Yusuf thinks that they also use Street View. I don't know. They have a lot of data. When I was at Google, we actually had one day when they were like, oh, we're going to go and film the street we're on. So everybody come over, wear like a weird costume, and we're going to go past the Google office, and you're going to be in there. I couldn't make it because I was very sick. But yeah, if you look on the map, if you look for Google offices, I'm pretty sure you will find all of them with people outside and being like, yeah. But they do a lot of that street scanning, and they redo them a lot of the times. It's pretty crazy. And sometimes they catch people outside, and I mean, there's so many different memes and weird people that they've caught. Yeah, Glenn is asking, oh no, Glenn is saying, if you are in a car, hopefully keeping it with a charger cord might be a way to go, but, and the messages disappear, but will be very interesting to see how they tackle this. Yes, I agree. I mean, they really are trying to tackle this kind of stuff, but I don't know, we'll see. Android P is beta or beta, I always confuse how to say this. It's rolling out now, and it is going to be very, very interesting. What was it about it? I actually don't remember, but I think it was just all of those beta, thank you. I think those are all of those different crazy apps that will be released. They will be all on Android P. And yeah, I don't remember. I was watching this huge video. It was amazing, but this one is the one that slips my mind. But Android P is going to be really good. Oh, yes. Okay, now I remember. So it's going to use AI to predict which apps you're going to use at what point. So it's going to look at your behavior, and it's going to it's going to have a row where it has predicted apps for you at the given moment. So it's going to be phenomenal or very creepy also. I was thinking, oh my God, I don't want Google to save data about which apps I'm using all the time. However, it will be very, very convenient. So when I think about it this way, if I am being herded with a group of people, if it's not me singled out, I'm fine with it, but still, it's very creepy. And yes, Yuvraj, I agree with you. Google knows everything. Actually, at some point, I was trying to find a restaurant on a map, on a Google map. I always use Google Maps like to search for restaurants, for cafes, for shops, for everything. And I was looking up this one place. I don't remember why, but it said, you visited this place 3 days ago. So I was like, okay. It looked like a link, and I pressed on it. So it gave me my movements all that day. And not only it gave me where I went, but it also told me how I went to those places. You see, I don't drive in the US. I don't have a car, and I cycle. So I forgot to plug my phone back in. I cycled. So it knew when I was walking to places, it knew when I was cycling, and then I take public transportation. It couldn't tell whether I'm on a bus or on a car, in a car just yet, because I guess, it moves at a roughly the same speed, and I guess it hasn't incorporated tracking whether you stop at all the different stops, but I'm sure that's the next move, because it already knows what buses stop where. And so I'm sure soon it will tell me exactly which bus I took, which is very scary. But the only thing that, keeps me sane is that when I was at Google, it was super, users' data was super protected. So they don't look you up and they don't say, oh my God, this person, haha, they're taking the bus, And, for ad purposes, there was a very, very interesting comment during the conference, is that you're not being treated, you're not being singled out. The companies are not giving away. So this is your name, this is your age, this is where you go, this is what you do, these are your friends and all that stuff. These companies don't do that. They just take you as a cohort. They take you as a group of people who like to travel, a group of people who are of this age, this group of people who live here. So it's all, because it's groups of people, it's a bit better, in my opinion. So I don't mind being as a group of people as long as I'm not, identified within that group. So yeah. And material design, Glenn mentioned, it's definitely going to change. I don't know how, so I can't expand on that topic, but material design, for those of you who don't know, material design is the guidelines for Android apps, how they should look and feel. Because if you want to create an app that feels right for this device, you should follow certain guidelines, because if they're all over the place, if like buttons are that look like this and there are no consistency across the different systems, it will not look good and it will not feel good. So material design is getting updated. And Apple has its, I keep on forgetting Apple's, what was Apple's? I think it's DAG. Apple's design principles. There we go. HIG. That was close. Human Interface Guidelines. So there we go. And Yuvraj is saying that material design is changing for the good. I agree that everything, all the change is for the good, and it will be very, very interesting. I'm not going to talk about the volume slider, because And let's take one more thing because I have to run after this to meet a really, really badass girl that I found through Instagram, and I'm very excited to see her. But I think one more feature that I want to talk about is Google Lens. Woohoo! Google Lens is going to be, oh yeah, and Google Maps, just to add a little bit, Google Maps, you can, what's it called? Oh my God, I'm getting distracted by the comments. Sorry, guys. Another feature of Google Maps that is going to be incredible is the fact that you can group vote on a location. So for example, if you and your friends can't select a location for dinner, you can shortlist those locations and you're going to be able to vote as a group where you want to go. Yay, this is going to be, again, saving so much time for me and for you. And finally, the Google Lens is going to be using augmented reality to scan things. And one of the uses, because right now you can use Google Lens. I'm not sure if it's a freestanding app right now, but it's going into your camera now, from now on, or into your photos. But augmented reality is like Pokemon Go, is where you're pointing a camera at reality, but the app is adding a Pokemon, for example, and the Pokemon could potentially interact with the environment. So here it is interacting. So basically here it's scanning whatever you are pointing it at. And this is crazy. Right now it can already tell, for example, if you point at a puppy, which breed the puppy is, and what flower that is, which is incredible. I actually took a photo of this one flower today because I was like, I need to find out what it is. It smells amazing, it looks amazing, it's so beautiful. So now not only you can do this, but another feature is that, for example, if you go to a friend's house and you see a lamp, I'm just using the example that they've used because visual memory, hey, la la. If you see a lamp that you really like and you want to get a similar one because you really like the style, you can take a photo with it and Google can come up with things that are similar to that, and it uses Google Shopping to bring you the products you can buy. Yay! And then it can give you stuff that you can match it with. So for example, when it comes to clothing, you can take a picture of a shirt and it gives you pictures of similar shirts, and it will give you pictures of like trousers and other stuff and accessories that you can wear with them. Apple have something similar with the AR library. The best thing about all these libraries, which will get better and better, is third-party developers can capitalize on it. I know, it's amazing. It's awesome when they create this ecosystems where all of the people can benefit. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I need to run now because Beirut traffic is not good and I'm worried that I'm going to be stuck. But I will keep on filming with my camera so that I can share where I went tonight, and hopefully I'll drive past the marina because it's beautiful. Thank you so much, Glenn. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I hope that you guys have enjoyed it too and it was useful. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Enjoy your evening, day, or, let me just say it the normal way. Have a wonderful time you're currently experiencing. Bye.